Hello, everyone. So, today we are going to start with nature of management in this part 4 of the first chapter, Nature and Significance of Management. Now, before starting with nature of management, I would like to ask a question. What do you think? Is management something we learn from books like science, or is it something we develop through experience like an art? Or do you think it's a profession like being a doctor or lawyer? Then let me tell you the truth. Management is all three. It is a science because it has principles and rules. It is an art because it requires personal skill and creativity. It can also be considered as a profession because it needs knowledge, ethics, and training. So, today we are going to understand how management combines the qualities of science, art, and profession, and that's what makes it so powerful and unique. So, let us start with the natures of management. Nature of management can be broadly classified into three: management as a science, management as an art, management as a profession. Management as a science has three important features. One, systematic body of knowledge. Second, principles are based on experimentation. Third, universal validity. So, systematic body of knowledge, let us understand this in detail. Science can be defined as a systematic and organized body of knowledge based on logically observed findings, facts, and events. Now, in science, organized and systematic study material is available which is used to acquire the knowledge of science. Similarly, in management also, there is the availability of systematic and organized study material. So, definitely, this feature is applicable and present in management. Second feature, principles are based on experimentation. Like scientific principles are developed through observations and then tested through repeated experiments, correct? Similarly, in management also, principles are developed through observation and experiments. But since management deals with human beings and human behaviors, it cannot be accurately predicted every time. So, management can be called an inexact science, that means inaccurate science, as this feature is partially present in management. Now, the third feature, universal validity. Scientific principles have universal application and validity. Management principles are not exact like scientific principles, so their application and usage are not universal. So they must be modified according to the given situation. So this feature of science is actually not present in management. So feature of science, universal validity is not present in management, which you should keep it in mind. So what do we conclude over here? So the conclusion is, on comparing the features of science with management, we find that only one feature of science is present. Second one is partially present, right? So management cannot be considered as pure or exact science, but we can call it as inexact science, or let's say social science. Clear? So now let's move to management as an art. Let us see now whether management is an art or no. So management art can be defined as a systematic body of knowledge which requires skill, creativity, and practice to get perfection. So, there are three important features under this: systematic body of knowledge, personalized application based on practice, and creativity. So, systematic body of knowledge. In every art, there is a systematic and organized study material available, right? To acquire theoretical knowledge of the art. Similarly, again, in management, there is a systematic and organized body of knowledge available which can help in acquiring managerial studies. So, this feature of art is present in management. Personalized application, like in the field of art, only theoretical knowledge is not enough, right? Every artist must have personal skill and creativity to apply that knowledge. In management, also, all managers learn the same management theories and principles, but their efficiency depends on how well they utilize these principles under different situations by applying personal skills and creativity. So, this feature of art is also present in management. Now, based on practice and creativity, the artist requires regular practice of art to become finer and more perfect. Art requires creative practice. Same way with experience, managers also needs to improve their managerial skills and efficiency. So this feature of art is also present in management. So what is the conclusion over here? On comparing the So what is the conclusion? The conclusion is on comparing the features of art with management, we find all the features of art are present in management. So we can call management as an art. Now, management of both science and art. Let us understand this. Management is both a science and a good art. Like how in science it has a systematic and well organized body of knowledge. Likewise, in art it requires personal skill, creativity and practice to apply such knowledge in the best possible way. So science and art are not in contrast to each other. Both exist together in every function of management. Now the third part, management as a profession. Let us understand the nature of management in this. Now, a profession can be defined as an occupation backed by specialized knowledge and training, in which entry is restricted, right? We have to give several examinations, right? Similarly, now the features of a profession would be well-defined body of knowledge, restricted entry, presence of professional association, existence of codes, service motive. Now, well-defined body of knowledge, as in science we learnt in every profession, there is a practice of a systematic body of knowledge of that profession. In the case of management also, there is the availability of a systematic body of knowledge. So presently this feature of the profession is present in management also. Restricted entry, let us understand this. Now, to enter in a profession, entry to any profession is restricted, right, through an examination or degree. So whereas there is no legal restriction on the appointment of a manager, anyone can become a manager irrespective of educational qualification. So presently this feature of the profession is not present in management. Now, presence of professional association. For all professions, special associations are established and every professional must get registered with the association before practicing that profession. In the case of management, various management associations are set up at national and international levels, which have some membership rules and set of ethical codes. But legally, managers don't need to become a part of these organizations by registration. So presently, this feature of the profession is not present in management, but very soon it will be included and get statutory backing also. Existence of ethical codes. For every profession, there are a set of ethical codes fixed by professional organizations that are binding on all the professionals of that profession. In the case of management also, there is growing emphasis on the ethical behavior of managers. The All India Management Association has devised a code of conduct for Indian managers. But legally, all the managers don't need to register with AIMA and abide by the ethical codes. Now, service motive. The basic motive of every profession is to serve clients with dedication, whereas the basic purpose of management is the achievement of management goals. But nowadays, only profit maximization cannot be the sole goal of an enterprise. To survive in the market for a longer period of time, a businessman must give due importance to social objectives along with economic objectives. So presently, this feature of the profession is not present, but very soon it will be included.
So here the conclusion would be, on comparing the features of the profession with management, we can conclude that presently all the features of the profession are not present in management, but management is on the path of becoming a profession. Thank you.